Hello, and welcome back. Today we'll be playing more of The Longest Journey, a point-and-click adventure game from 1999. And off-stream, I've made a bit more progress on the Tileman account. It's got, I think, around 80 tiles-ish. So that's good. Plenty to finish up the Druidic Ritual quest. But I'll still need much more to do the Lost City. But anyways, that's about all that's been going on between streams. And Demon's Souls continues to be fun. I am really enjoying that game. Yeah, let's hop on into it. Continue the journey there? Yes. Last we left off, we were April Ryan. We had a weird dream and then we woke up in our apartment in the city of Newport. Did some walking around, met a weird old dude called Cortez, and long story short, he opened up a portal and we went through it, and now we're in the world of Arcadia. Look at this place. So, let's see, there's a fountain we can look at.
The fountain's been carved in one piece from a granite-like material. Very impressive.
Yeah. Anything else? Let's see, that leads to city. Oh, that's just the temple.
What the hell kind of animal is that?
I don't know. There's stalls. City. Anything back there? No. Alright, I guess we'll check out the stalls.
In a world without the screen, that's what passes for entertainment. And it's pretty darn good. My intuition tells me
maps
that he sells maps.
Uh-huh. There's a bird here.
What a sorry-looking bird.
Hey, you don't look too polished yourself, lady.
Oops, I didn't know you could talk.
Didn't look as if you could talk either.
That's a particularly sleazy-looking merchant. I wonder what he's selling.
There's a head.
I wonder if that's supposed to be anybody in particular, or just any old head.
Who knows? Let's talk to the map merchant real quick.
Maps, I got maps. Can I interest you in a map, miss? Top-notch, hand-drawn in quality ink by skilled sunwriters. Ain't no better in all the Northlands.
Uh-huh. How much are your maps?
How much are your maps?
That depends, miss. I got a very nice one here of the Border Mountains for only 6. Arons, fresh from the quill of a sunwriter. Maps, get your maps here.
Huh?
Do you sell maps of the city?
Can't help you there, miss. The Guild of Tourism has monopoly on city maps. I can tell you're not from around here, or you'd know that. Got tons of maps of all the Northlands, though, from the city of Tyron to the Bay of Fire. Maps!
Huh? Where can I find the guild?
Where can I find the Guild of Tourism?
They're closed for the holidays.
Sure, that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Yes, maps!
Do you know
Do you know
Tobias?
Vestrum Tobias?
Everyone knows Vestrum Tobias, girl. He's been an important part of this city for as long as I can remember.
What can you tell me about him?
The Vestrum is an honorable man, but a conservative one, and I don't know if he still has the best interests of the people at heart.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes I think he worries too much about custom. The Sentinel have been our so-called protectors and keepers of the balance for so long we don't even think of it anymore. But now that the Vanguard are introducing a new way of thinking, new philosophies, I'm afraid the Sentinel will find their power diminished before too long. Their resistance to change will be their downfall. Mark my words, their downfall for certain. And Tobias, honorable man that he is, will be remembered as the captain who went down with his ship.
How about your
How do
neighbor?
you get along with your neighbors?
The Cups handler? Stay away from him, miss. He takes great joy in robbing people's purses. You can't beat him, not without magic. And he doesn't allow magic at his table.
How would he know if I did use magic?
Oh, he's got one of those blasted talismans. They're always digging up magical artifacts in Shagagriel, and they sell them to dogs like him for a silver coin or two. Get a proper job, you son of a mole!
About Stark.
What do you know about Stark?
Land of wonders, strange customs, and machinery. Ah, to be in Stark. I'd give my right leg. Well, perhaps not my right leg as such. You really need two sturdy legs to stand on in this business, or you'll find yourself... yes, a grand place indeed, free of this blasted, chaotic, unpredictable magic. Does no good to anyone. Now, machines built by man, controlled by man, in servitude of man. That's the future, isn't it? Yes,
Perhaps.
the Vanguard may be a little unorthodox in their methods and teachings, but they're right about one thing. Stark and Arcadia belong together, not apart.
What's Arcadia like? So, it would appear Stark is their name for our Earth, our future tech Earth.
What's Arcadia like?
What can I say about a whole world, girl? It's a beautiful place for sure, but we're stuck in the past. We don't look ahead, not like our cousins in Stark. Magic is all well and good, but it won't bring our world into the modern age, and Arcadia is untamed. It's wild and unpredictable. Good for the map business, sure, but not so good for productivity and expansion. No, some people may consider our world a paradise. The Sentinel, for one, they'd prefer to keep it just the way it is. Me, I'd like to see some changes, and fast.
Thanks for your help.
Maps!
Maps.
No maps for me today, thanks.
Fair enough, miss, but don't expect me to come running to your aid if you ever get lost in Riverwood. Without my maps, you'll probably end up a mole's dinner or worse. Maps?
I'll probably buy a map later when I actually have money. Hey, Cups handler.
It's a game of some kind.
Okay, just a game of some kind. Hello.
Want to test your skill and perception with a game of cups? There are prizes to be won.
What prizes?
What can I win?
Well, there's coin, of course. Double your bet or choose from a wide variety of exotic prizes. Like this antique Domari canter from Gien. a superb replica of Mount Tyranny cast in pure solid iron,
Uh-huh.
a magic walnut from the once glorious island kingdom of Ansiel, and this, unique bird.
Get me out of here!
Keep your beak shut, you scraggly piece of... And he talks! Great for feasts and for the amusement of infants. He's our top prize, a real keeper.
Uh-huh.
How do I play?
You put your coin down on the table. I put a cup on top of it and shuffled it around with the other 2 cups. And all you have to do is guess which one hides your coin. And remember, no magic used and none allowed. This amulet right here will light up if you use magic. Then you'll be banned. For life.
Five. Uh-huh. How about some questions?
Mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Time is money, so make it quick.
How about Vestrum?
What do you know about
Tobias?
Vestrum Tobias?
Vestron Tobias, eh? The High Priest of the Sentinel himself. Did you know they call themselves the Fathers? What a joke. When was the last time they did anything for us, the people? No. They are only interested in sticking with their outdated customs and keeping their secrets under lock. I'm getting more and more inclined to listen to these new people, the Vanguard. Their ideas appeal to me. They may be radical, but we're past due for a change. Only thing I don't wholly approve of is their alliance with the Tyrant. Filthy, dangerous people. But the Vanguard seem to have them under control, so I'm not too worried. I wish they wouldn't allow them into the city, though.
How about your neighbors?
How do you get along with your neighbor?
The maps merchant? We've faced each other for 6 years now, every single day, and he never speaks a word to me except to insult me. Nose high in the sky, calls me a charlatan, as if he's the Guardian himself. You know, good oversized bag of wind?
How about Stark?
Do you know anything about Stark?
Not much. I'm not too sure if I even believe in the place. I mean, you hear the stories and you read the books. Well, I don't, but some do. A place where there's no magic, only science? Sounds like a bloody paradise, doesn't it? I mean, with my, skills, I could make a killing in a place like that.
Uh-huh. How about Arcadia?
What's Arcadia like?
What a queer question that is. What's the world like? It's big, for one, and too expensive. And they should ban Dalmari women from gambling because I swear, they have a second sight.
Thanks.
Now, how about a game of cups?
Game of Cups. Well, what if... I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, what if I said okay?
Okay, let's go.
Just place your bet, investment, on the table and the game will begin.
Yeah. My bet. How about a piece of candy? No? Alright. But how about a monkey's eyeball? No? No, not taking that either? Alright. A golden ring.
Is that gold? Only valid Arcadian coin in iron and other precious metals allowed at my table, young lady. Take your worthless gold elsewhere.
Gold? Worthless? Now I have heard everything.
Worthless gold. Sheesh. And I suppose that means, yeah, won't take my hard candy either. What about my sticky candy? No. What about a toy monkey? No. Fine. I'll be back. You'll see. To the marketplace. Guess we're going to the city then. Don't have any money for the marketplace, so, or for the stalls here. Alright, the city gates, I guess.
Stout guardians of the city. Wooden, but stout. And that blue fire is way cool.
Uh-huh.
Those guys must be part of the City Watch. They look a hell of a lot more intimidating than the Newport cops, despite the lack of an exoskeleton. This lady's selling fresh fish. I've never seen fish like this before. But if it's wet and has fins, fish it is.
This stall.
This guy's selling musical instruments. Most of these I don't even recognize. But he's got a drum in there and what looks like half a guitar and a couple of dried rabbit carcasses. Ugh. This guy's selling lobsters, crabs, eels, and... what the hell is that purple thing? That is so not appetizing.
Right, down to the docks then.
It's a lighthouse, much like the ones we have at home, except this one, of course, burns a blue fire.
These galleons.
The size of these galleons is truly breathtaking. And there are dozens of them, not to mention a number of smaller vessels. Mercuria must be a very important and very busy port.
Indeed. How about this small pier? Let's go that way.
Blue fire. It's either propane or magic. I'm guessing the latter.
Indeed. Hello, old
The
sailor.
old man and the, ocean? Looks like a lifetime at sea has left his tracks on him.
You might want to consider waiting till you be out of earshot before you badmouth me.
Was that out loud? Oops. Hello, sir.
Hello, old man.
I got me no treasure, and I got me no map of no buried treasure. I just be an old sailor with no ship, so leave us be.
That's it? Leave us be and smoking your pipe? What you
What are
doing?
you doing?
Mending nets, of course. What'd it look like I be doing?
I'm not well versed in maritime customs.
Mar what? Ah, yous mean sea life, do you not? Ah, the smell of the salty sea, the lapping of waves on your ship, the spray of cold water on your face, plump maidens in every part. Aye, I tell yous, I be having stories about the sea.
Care to share
Care to share
stories?
some of your maritime stories with me?
Mar what? Ah, tales of the sea, right? Sure, sweetie, I be happy to. Now, what stories be you wanted to hear then?
Any tale will do.
Any tale of your exciting adventures will do.
Aye, I be having plenty of tales to tell. There be the tale of me adventures in the Baksheevan Empire, if you'd be interested. It'll be a tale of grand romance, just up your alley, be sure of it.
That sounds good.
Sure, that sounds like a fine story.
Aye. It be near on 50 years ago that I was a mate on a sturdy old lady called the Three-Legged Whore.
The what?
What do I be saying? She was called the Thrifty Horse, she was. Aye, that be her name.
Uh-huh.
The Whittle What's-It.
You don't remember the ship's name, do you?
Anyways, I be a young mate then, and we be anchored in Monterba, the grand western port of the once glorious Baksheevan Empire. I be having ship leave until the following evening, and it be me first visit to that exotic and dangerous port. So I sets out to have a look around. Now, bear in mind that Monterba be ruled by a mock. Like all large Baksheevan cities. In principle, the mock be having to report to and pay half of all taxes to the Emperor in Port Altaban. But with the Baksheevan Empire having all but crumbled into pieces, the provinces do be having the power to do pretty much as they be wanting. And so I sets out on me own that day to explore the city. Now, bear in mind that all the cities of the Southlands, and that be me adventures in the once glorious empire of Bakshiva. And that be how I meet me bird. How I seduce and romance the Mock's daughter. How I be chased from Monterba by the Mock's soldiers. And how I be the first man to walk across the desert of Shangagriel, the wastelands. And how I be getting this awful rash on. Girl, you do not be sleeping, do you?
No, of course not. I was just, resting while I listened. I was definitely listening the whole time.
What? What? Sleeping? No. Just concentrating really hard. Good story, though. Solid material. Ever considered doing a book?
Aye, but the agents in Marcuria be bloodthirsty vampires with no thought but to milk your life's blood.
So they take an outrageous commission, then?
No. They actually be bloodthirsty vampires with a penchant for biting your neck when you ain't be looking.
Huh.
Well, what's in that chest?
What have you got in that chest?
What chest?
The one you're sitting on.
Oh, that be no chest, girl. That be me stool. Aye, me stool, carved into the uncanny likeness of a chest.
But what's in it?
No priceless treasure, that be for sure. Nothing at all. It be empty.
No, really. What's in the chest?
Oh, live snakes. Aye, snakes that'll bite your face off before you have time to jump. Better leave them be, then.
I'm still curious about that chest.
Right. I be telling yous, curse the balance, girl. You never give up, do you? I be having no real treasure in here, like I told ye. But it be where I keep me personal articles and things I be picking up now and then on me travels. And me bed, it's where I be keeping me bed before I be losing him. I be a stupid old man. You be my best friend. I ain't nobody else around to talk to, you see, on account of him being a talking bird.
What happened
to your talking bird?
I be cheated out of him. Aye, that cups handler in the marketplace be cheating me in a full game of cups, and I be having to give me bird up to try to win me money back.
And what happened?
He be taking me bird when I be choosing the wrong cup. Aye, my best friend taken from me. Cursed be the balance. I be all lonesome now. The worst part is that me bird is now a prize to be won. A prize in the cups game. Beat the handler thrice and you win a prize of your choice, me poor bird.
What's your bird's name?
Bird.
Oh. I'd better get going.
Better get going, yeah.
Ah, yous young'uns all be always running round. Everything be so important. Yous be having no time to sit down and take a breath. So go. Be not wasting your time here with me.
You're a kind old man. So sad that you lost your bird in a game of cups. Back to the pier, and then let's go to this ship.
It's a small ship or boat. I don't know the difference. Is there a difference?
Of course there is.
Assorted cargo.
Uh-huh.
Judging by his ungainly stance, I'd say he's a mariner pining for the sea.
Let's go talk to him.
Ahoy there, matey!
Pardon?
Isn't that how you sailors greet each other?
No.
No.
What do you say then?
Usually, hello. And if it's sunny, nice day for it. We might even try a how are you today then, if we're feeling adventurous.
Uh-huh.
But never, ever, ahoy.
This is valuable information.
Huh?
Aye, matey, that it be.
Why not at sea?
Why aren't you out at sea?
Do you see the sail on that barge over there?
Yes?
Is it flapping?
What?
Is it flapping? Is the sail flapping in the wind?
No.
And why is that then?
Because it's not windy?
Exactly.
Well, can't you just use oars or something?
Oh, what an excellent idea. Now, why didn't we think of that? Of course, oars! By Jaw's stunted left arm, that's it. Why have we been moored to the dock for a month with our merchandise dropping in value when we could have just rowed our way to Gien?
Are you being sarcastic?
Sarcastic? Me? What in Jaw's name makes you think that?
How long's it been since the last wind?
How long's it been since the last wind?
Near a month. Ever since that accursed alchemist put some kind of spell on the wind. The Moja'll be cursed if I know why. But it's a bloody catastrophe. I've sent some good people of mine up north to deal with him. But not one has returned. Now the Areed High Council speak of sending an entire army platoon to sort him out. But I'm afraid that just might piss him off.
Who's this alchemist who cast a spell on the wind?
I believe his name is Clax. Roper Clax. Lives in a bloody rock somewhere up north, beyond Riverwood.
Thanks for the chat.
Aye.
Well, I guess we'll go back and talk to Tobias about how we walked around the city now.
It's a lighthouse.
No,
the
no,
blue
go back
fire's
to
burning bright. A safe.
pier. There we go. Then the city gates. Haven't found anything to pick up yet. Wait,
I'm not in the market for an instrument at this particular moment. Still,
but okay. Guess go to the marketplace. But yeah, I haven't found anything that I could pick up yet. Hey Tobias, I had a look around the city.
excuse me, Vestrum Tobias?
Tobias. Just call me Tobias, please. I require no ceremony from a distinguished guest such as yourself. Did you enjoy the sights?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm overwhelmed. Walking around out there, seeing with my own two eyes things that can't possibly exist. I kept thinking, it's all a dream. I'll wake up at any moment now and everything will return to normal. But then I realized, I'm still here. It's real. I can touch it. I can smell it. And you know what? It doesn't make sense. Nothing makes sense here. Magic, alien creatures, parallel worlds. I don't believe in those things. I don't believe in fairy tales.
In your world, in Stark, there is no room for magic. That is, and always has been, the curse of science, the fallibility of logic and order. They leave no room for the imagination. If it does not fit into the narrow perception of the laws of nature that your world adheres to, it's a fairy tale. But then, magic has its downsides too. It's unpredictable. It invites chaos. It puts the balance in peril in a way that science alone never could.
I keep hearing about the balance and about Stark and Arcadia and... This is probably going to sound strange to you, but I'm clueless. I have no idea what this place is or what I'm doing here or... All I know is that something strange is happening in my world, I guess. I had dreams, and the dreams felt so real, and then things started happening in real life too. Things that couldn't happen, and
I think I will begin at the very beginning. I believe that is why you were sent here, to learn, to understand, to see for yourself. Like you said, you cannot believe in this place. Well, you will. After you have learned the truth, you will.
Huh.
Come with me, and I will tell you the story of Earth as your books never have. And when your eyes and ears are open to the truth, perhaps your mind will follow. We can only hope. Come.
Hey, Tobias. Story time.
This is the true story of the balance, as observed by the Sentinel, the Order of the Balance, the Fathers. The Sentinel Minstrom committed this story to the pages of the scriptures and to these temple walls thousands of years ago, so that coming generations could learn and understand their past and their future. The wall paintings we are looking at became known as the murals of the balance, and it is through these images that I will recount our common history to you, April Ryan. The story begins and ends here, with this mural. Ages ago and in ages to come, the Earth was one, and magic and science existed side by side in nature and in all people. There was balance, and there was harmony.
You're saying there was just one world then?
One world, one Earth. Magic and science in balance with each other, within each and every living creature. The power to make the stars dance and to create life itself was within our grasp. But then, humankind began to exploit this divine power of two, and they saw fit to use it for their own selfish purposes. The balance of the cosmos was in peril. Unless something was done, unless man was humbled and learned to fear the power he wrought over cosmos, the twilight of chaos would fall upon Earth. It had happened before, in distant times and on distant worlds, and it would happen again. And every man, woman, and child of every people and every race would be devoured by the coming apocalypse.
That don't sound
We were given
good.
a visitation then. The Dragkin, having lived among us for untold generations, rose to offer their guidance and assistance in preserving the balance on our world.
Right, kid.
The Drag? I think I've heard that name before.
Dragkin, Draken, dragons, whichever name they go by, they remain the eternal servants and custodians of the balance. There were 4 of them here on Earth, and of the 4, one who would found the Order of the Balance, the Sentinel. The first Minstrum were instructed that magic and science would have to be separated before the balance collapsed and brought untold disaster. Earth would have to be split in 2 equal parts. Arcadia and Stark, magic and science, chaos and order. The first Sentinel were counted 13, 6 scientists, 6 magicians, and one who was between, the Dragkin, our mentor, our custodian, our learned guide. Both magic and science were needed to perform this most difficult of tasks, to split a world in 2, to create 2 worlds from one.
Wasn't the use of that kind of power dangerous to the balance?
Yes, and so for this purpose, they built a tower to channel their powers and focus them on the divide that they would create. The kin had brought a disc with them, a disc forged in the fire of their world. Placed at the base of the tower, and the epicenter of the divide, the disc and the tower would become one, a conduit for the flow of magic and science. At the appointed hour, the 13 came to the tower, and with them a woman, whose destiny was decided by the purpose to which she had been born. She would be the first guardian, the human protector of the balance, who would stay in the tower for 1,000 years to watch over the 2 worlds, and to ensure that the flows of magic and science were always equal. And so the ritual began. One world was to become 2, separated by the balance, and each world visible to the other only by way of dreams. Who was ushered into which world was not an arbitrary choice, nor one taken lightly. For the magical creatures, the choice was simple. They had to go to Arcadia. Their kind would not survive in Stark. But for others, families were torn apart, lovers separated, and friends lost for all eternity. Encircled by the 12 and the One who would be guardian, the disc at the base of the tower began to spin faster and faster as more and more power flowed through it, until it was a blur. Darkness enveloped the tower, but the disc glowed brighter and brighter. Reality turned, and in one moment, a new reality had been created, and 2 new worlds born. In the tower there was silence. The original disc had disappeared, and in its place was a smaller counterpart, a similar yet different disc. Around and outside the tower, the world looked different. They were now between Stark and Arcadia, between reality and dream. This was the realm of the balance and of the guardian, and it would be her home for the next 1,000 years. The one who was kin picked up the disc and said, "This disc is a counterpart to the original disc, which has now become this realm, and the key to which has been split and divided in 4. The key is the disc, and the disc is this realm." This mystified the 12, and the one who was kin continued, "Know only this. The Guardian's realm cannot be broken unless the disc is broken. But nor can it be repaired without the disc being repaired. The 4 pieces, that is the key, will be given to the 6 of you who are to be taken to Arcadia for safekeeping. Yet the key will never be complete," he went on, "without the precious stones that adorn each piece. I will keep one, and my fellow kin the 3 others. Should the day come when this realm must be repaired, or the worlds reunited, and that day will come, you will assemble the disc, and the kin will come together one last time." With that, 6 of the 13 went to Arcadia, and 6 to Stark, and the one who would be guardian ascended to the throne. Witness the mural, where her dreams and hopes, her very soul, were locked away in the disc. In service of the balance, these traits were nothing but barriers. Through new eyes, the imbalance between the worlds was as clear as the stars themselves to the Guardian. And with one thought, she channeled chaos from Arcadia and logic from Stark into the disc, and redistributed the power wherever it was needed. A new era had begun, the era of the Guardian. After they left the tower, 2 of the Drakkin went to Stark, the other 2 to Arcadia. The 6 who came to each world started what is now known as the Sentinel, the Order of the Balance. But while in Arcadia the Sentinel thrived, in Stark they did not. In Stark, the memories of magic and the balance could not survive in the face of the new reality of natural laws, of logic, and of science. And soon, very soon, Arcadia became nothing more than legend, a myth, tales of fairies to recount to impressionable children, and stories to frighten and entertain around a fire. And while dreams still brought sights and sounds of Arcadia to those asleep in Stark, they were discounted as mere dreams and nothing more.
So that's it? We forgot about our past and about Arcadia? And that's the way things are? Then what's wrong with that? And why does magic from Arcadia seem to have begun leaking through to Stark?
That is another long story. But I can tell that you are tired of stories, and so I shall be brief. As I told you, while in Arcadia, the Sentinel grew in numbers and in strength. In Stark, while flourishing for a brief time, they were soon diminished and powerless. Some of the Stark Sentinel did not take kindly to this, and they berated the Arcadian Sentinel for their politics and teachings. The Stark Sentinel wanted people to work towards reunification, while their brothers did not. So the inevitable soon came to pass, and the Stark Sentinel parted ways with their Arcadian brothers and named themselves the Vanguard. And while at first their philosophy was not so different from ours, over the years it changed radically. The Vanguard wanted the divide torn down, the worlds reunited, and the return to what they called the Glorious Ages, when humankind could control the forces of cosmos. But first they needed their own servant in charge of the balance, their own guardian. Now, every 1,000 years, a new guardian took the place of the old one, because no one can be separated from their souls for any longer than 1,000 years. Every 1,000 years, a new guardian was born. The balance provided the seed from which a new fruit grew. But now, it has been 200 years since the previous guardian, the 12th guardian, was to be replaced. Every new child born to the balance has been taken away by the Vanguard, to be studied in an attempt to control them. In every instance so far, they have failed. But the 12th guardian could wait no longer. Only a short time ago, the disc in the tower shattered, and the guardian left his throne. The balance is now untended, and we have yet to find a new guardian. Unless we do so, the Vanguard may get their chance. And they may be able to place their own puppet on the throne, to rule the balance according to their principles. And this we cannot allow. It will mean the end of Stark and Arcadia, and the dawn of an era of chaos. Now do you see?
I understand the history. I can even accept it. But I don't understand why I'm here and what Cortez wants with me.
The balance is in peril, April. The Guardian has abandoned his tower. He has disappeared, and there is no one to take his place. He must be reinstated to protect the balance until a new Guardian may be found.
And what can I do? I'm nobody. I've just been having a lot of bad dreams.
You are a strong shifter. I have not seen your like in my lifetime.
A shifter?
Yeah,
Someone
what?
capable of opening doors between worlds. A shift. A portal between the realms of Stark and Arcadia.
Uh-huh.
Are you kidding? I didn't do anything. Cortez was the one who opened the shift, and he just waved his hands around in the air. I don't think I'd be capable of opening a portal even if I had a magic wand.
Only a shifter's own power can allow her to travel. No one else can do this for her. Cortez only channeled your power to aid you. He would not be able to step through the shift himself.
Even if that's true, I don't have any control over my talent.
Not yet. But in time you will. How else do you intend to travel back to your world?
God, I hadn't even thought about that yet. Can't you help me?
I'm afraid not. Even if I could shift, I would not be able to channel through you like Cortez did.
So, I'm on my own?
If you have any questions, I will do my best to answer them. But aside from that, yes. Yes, you are.
That's
Well.
so not cool.
Yeah.
No, it has been unseasonably warm.
Oh my.
If you don't mind, I will return to my studies now. Thank you for listening to an old man and his long
It has been
story.
unseasonably warm.
No, thank you. It's starting to make a little bit of sense now.
That is good news. Come see me again if you have any more questions.
Uh-huh. So long, Tobias. Let's read some more of this diary. I think we read this one last time. Maybe not. Maybe yeah, no, I think we finished this bit. Friday, July 28th, 2209. Way too early in the morning, and I won't even try to describe the dream I had last night. Like, enough with the fairy tales already. I need to start dreaming about boys and shopping. You know, the important things in life. It just dawned on me that the student exhibition opens in less than 2 weeks. My painting, and I mean that in the broadest sense of the word, is not even close to being presentable. Even that's an overstatement. All I have is a blank canvas, and while that may fool some people, like in, whoa, what an expressive statement of nothingness, it won't fool my teachers. So today, I have to put in a solid 6 hours of work at the studio, and just hope that inspiration will strike me like lightning from the sky. It could happen. Friday morning, again. Okay, so I'm, like, on my way to school. I'm half asleep. I'm hot. The weather's been unbearable these past few days, to say the least. And I just want to get to the studio as soon as possible. And then this guy, Cortez, who's sitting outside the house like he does every single day, calls me over. Fine, okay. I got nothing against the guy, personally. I make small talk about the weather, just trying to get it over with, and then... How would he know that I've been having nightmares? Unless Emma or Charlie or Fiona told him? And I know they wouldn't have. How could he know? And I know he's nuts. But to think that I have some kind of destiny? The guy's been doing too many raptures or whatever they popped back when he was double digits. It's Friday afternoon, and I actually got some work done on my painting this morning. What a shocker, right? What triggered this avalanche? Okay, it was more like a light drizzle, to be honest. Of creativity. The cup of cocoa I had last night? The weather? My pent-up sexual desires? My dreams? Sure, a nightmare about a talking tree. Wait, no. A wood spirit. A female dragon and a... what? A chaos vortex? That's sure to release some kind of creative juices. Yeah, right. Okay, so I work on my painting for a few hours, and then Emma drops by and drops a bomb on me. This person, Cortez. He wants to meet me. And not only that, he doesn't just come out and say where he wants to meet me. No, he gives them a riddle for me to solve, where kids visualize their dreams. Oh boy, the guy is nuts. He can just wait where kids visualize their dreams for the rest of the summer as far as I'm concerned. So I finally snapped and gone off the deep end. I just knew my nightmares would fry my brain cells eventually, but I never imagined I'd start seeing things. But there it was, as clear as the day. And I'm thinking I should go get myself committed now, or after dinner? Because April, girl, I gotta tell you, what you saw today is not exactly the product of a healthy mind. Hollow sculptures don't just come to life without there being drugs or plain old looniness involved. But then again, if I am insane, why aren't I seeing fluffy pink rabbits right now? And how come nobody has noticed anything weird about me? I think maybe, and I hate to say this, I think maybe I gotta talk to this Cortez guy after all. 'Cause he did say something about my nightmares coming to life. Okay, now I know I'm going crazy. It turns out that Where Kids Visualize Their Dreams is an exhibition called Growing Pains at the Roma Gallery. That's down by the Watertown Bridge in West Venice. Too far to walk. I have to take the subway. It's an exhibition of work by inner city kids, and I guess the theme is dreams, which by some strange twist of fate is what everything is about today. So the Roma Gallery it is. Can't say I'm looking forward to it. Senor Cortez is just a little too creepy for comfort. But I'm in desperate need of some answers, so it's bye-bye to choice. Hello, destiny. Still Friday. This is a busy day for Dear Diary. A busy and weird day. Late afternoon. Cortez is, how shall I put this nicely, completely and totally out there. I mean, he goes on and on about the truth of art, and then it turns out that that's not the reason he wants to talk to me. But does he tell me why it's so urgent we see each other? No! He says that'll have to wait until tomorrow! Right, yeah, as if. There's something strange going on, I know that. And it's obvious that it isn't just me losing touch with reality. Why would Cortez be involved if that's the case? So what the is happening? And does Cortez actually have some answers? I so don't want to hook up with the guy again. He freaks me out, big time. But I'm getting to the point where I'm thinking, do I have a choice? Do I? Saturday, July 29th, 2209. In a few hundred years, when my great-grandchildren rummage through the attic and find this book, they're probably going to have a ball. I'm not even sure if I want to write about what happened last night, because chances are I will never forget. Ever. And future generations will likely be better off not knowing. But I'm sure now that whatever's going on, it's not just in my head. It's in everybody's head. Last night was proof positive of that. Which begs the question, the things I've seen, my dreams, what's real and what's not? I'm afraid the only person who might be able to answer that question is Cortez. How's that for irony? That in order to prove to myself that I'm not going mad, I have to talk to the one person I'm sure is totally insane. What a great way to start the weekend. I made myself one solemn promise regarding this diary. On the day I first met him, I swore that Zach Lee would never, ever, ever be mentioned in this book. Ever. Whoops. Well, promises are made to be broken, right? I just wish I didn't have to break this one. I mean, it's not because he's an... He is, but that's not what bothers me. And it's not because he's constantly hitting on me either. Or because he lives right across the hall, and every time I take a shower he just happens to wander into the bathroom. Or because he's less mature than a spoiled 4-year-old, and with the vocabulary and imagination of a 14-year-old. No. The thing about Zack that bothers me the most is that he's so smug about himself. He thinks he's the bomb, so to speak. And no matter what I say to discourage him, he doesn't get it. Asking him for help goes against everything I believe in. But apparently, if I want to find Cortez anytime soon, I don't have a choice. This is so humiliating. According to Zack, I can find Cortez uptown, right off Metro Circle at a movie theater called Mercury Theater. Even I know that's an Orson Welles reference. It makes sense, because I remember him saying something about old movies yesterday morning. I'll have to catch the subway to get there. Oh, I can't wait. I so love Metro Circle. The prostitutes, the drug dealers, the decomposing garbage, the tourists. Oh yeah, sweet. Note to self, next time you promise to go on a date with Zack Lee, bring somebody along to put a bullet through your head. Like, duh. Alright, and that's where we started this stream. So we'll hold off on reading that. I'll use it as a kind of recap for future streams. Let's walk on back.
I like my outfit. It's inexpensive.
Uh-huh. Do you have anything else to talk
Excuse
about?
me.
Yeah, do you know Brian
You
Westhouse?
know a man named Brian Westhouse?
Westhouse? That old goat? Yes, unfortunately. What would you with him?
I need to find him.
I do not know where he lives. I hear somewhere on the outskirts of the city by the sea, but I cannot tell you any more than that.
Who would know?
Who'd know about Westhouse?
His whereabouts? I do not understand what you would with him. He is rude, uncultured, and ignorant.
Cortez told me to look him up.
Yeah.
Well, I do not know where he lives or frequents, but someone at the market may. He trades merchandise there, and I think he collects maps of the Northlands.
Uh-huh. Maps guy. How about Cortez?
What do you know about Cortez?
Your mentor? What has he told you about himself?
Not much. Nothing, in fact. He's a complete mystery to me.
To learn something about someone, the best way to go about it is to ask them yourself. There is nothing I can do to enlighten you.
But who is he?
He is who he is, what he is. If he has not told you himself, then perhaps he does not wish you to know. It would be improper for me to divulge his secrets.
You're as bad as he is. No offense. It's just frustrating.
I understand. The next time you see him, tell him what you have told me. Maybe he will tell you the truth, maybe he will not. It is his choice to make.
Okay. Well,
How
let's
am
start
I
with this.
supposed to get back to Stark?
The only way to get back is through a shift. You are a shifter, April, and the power to travel between worlds is within you.
It might be within me, but it doesn't look like it's coming out anytime soon.
I wish I could help you, but I cannot. You must find the path on your own.
Uh-huh, of course. How about
Do you
Arcadia?
mind if I ask you some questions about Arcadia?
I will try my best to answer any question you may have, April.
What's the history?
What's the history of Arcadia?
There is so much I do not know where to begin. In truth, it would be wiser to ask someone else, unless you wish to know about the Fathers, the Balance, or Mudhoppers.
Mudhoppers?
Yeah, what's
My
that?
secret passion. I study them. They are a most fascinating species. Most fascinating indeed. But I am not practically versed in the intricacies of history, I'm sorry to say.
About Mercuria.
What's Mercuria like?
I have lived in this city all my life, and still it amazes me what a diverse, exciting, and wonderful place it is. Many have called Mercuria the jewel of the Northlands, and they are right. But it is a diamond in the rough. A city this size can never be flawless. There are always shadows and people who hide in them. Lately, the shadows have grown and darkened, and I fear for the future. But Mercuria is still a wonderful place to live.
Northlands?
What are the Northlands?
The Northlands is a collective term for all the lands north of the Great Sea and south of the border mountains, including Ireed, Tyran, and Khorasan. Before, however, the word Northlands was used to describe this entire continent, including the territories north of the mountains and the icy wastes beyond that. Some still prefer the latter interpretation of the name. And to the people of the Southlands, anyone hailing from north of the Great Sea is a Northlander regardless.
Of course. I
Tell me
read.
a little about Ireed.
Ireed means both unification and assembly in High Tongue, and many still call Ireed the unified country, even though it is an age and a half since the lands of the north joined together in alliance. Ireed stretches from the plains of Nedra in the north to the Great Sea in the south, and from the territories of Tyran in the west to the thick woodlands in the east. It is populated by humans and Dolmare, Tyran, and a number of other races. It is even said that a tribe of Venar have a ring of trees in Riverwood, though I'm not sure that is anything but a myth.
What else can you tell me about Mercuria?
Mercuria is the capital of Ireed, the unified country, and we are located on the southern coast of the Northlands, halfway between Tyran and Khorasan. Between the Snapjaw and the Gaintbeast, some might call it. Between the embers and the fire. Yet democracy and peace have reigned for thousands of years now, and although relations may at times be strained with our tyrant neighbors, the High Council are masters of diplomacy. And Lord Igvandellan is a firm and just chief counselor of the Ireedan flag.
Thanks for the information.
Indeed.
I'm glad I could assist you.
We have learned many words, yes.
I'll
See
see you
ya.
later.
You will? If you say so, then it must be true.
It's a saying of goodbye. Goodbye, Tobias. Let's go talk to the map merchant then. Talk about Westhouse.
Maps!
Uh-huh. Looking for
I'm
Brian.
looking for Brian Westhouse.
Briar West of House. It's not on any of my maps, and I've never heard of it. Maps!
It's a man, not a place, Mr. Brian Westhouse.
I would most certainly remember a name as queer as that, and I don't. Get your maps while they're fresh.
Mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Yes, maps?
Thanks for your help.
Oh, this is okay. Well,
Bye.
he doesn't know about
Maps? Get
Brian.
your fresh maps here. Buy 2, get the second one half price.
Uh-huh. Do you know Brian?
How about a game of cups today?
I'm broke.
Sorry, but I'm broke.
May the balance bring coin to your pocket, young lady, so that you may return to me and invest it in a game of cups.
Uh-huh. Yeah, totally. Invest it. I guess we'll go out to the city, have a look around for someone who could tell me about Brian. Perhaps that man at the ship. Yeah, let's go to the pier. Hello, sailor. Do you know Brian?
Nice day for it.
Not really, no.
Bye.
Oh, no, he doesn't have anything to say about Brian. Perhaps this old man. Do you know Brian?
Hello again, old man.
Eh? It be you.
It do be me. It do be do.
See you later.
Alright, see ya. You don't know about
if
Brian.
I not be dead, aye.
Yeah. Why you always gotta pull out your pipe to talk to me and then you gotta put it away in order for me to walk away? Seems quite odd, old man. Ham.
I'm not in the market for an instrument at this particular moment.
Okay,
Still,
fine.
good to know where to get one in case of
Musical emergency, yep. Hey, Tobias. Matt Merchant says he doesn't know Brian. You told me that he would.
Excuse me. Who did you say I should see about Westhouse?
The map merchant at the market main.
Yeah.
There is one thing I must tell you, however. Few would know Westhouse by his real name.
Oh, now you tell me.
In the city, he is known as the Rolling Man because of his strange two-wheeled vehicle. A most dreadful and dangerous contraption if I ever saw one.
A bicycle?
A bicycle?
Perhaps. It has a grotesque appearance, much like the Westhouse himself.
I'll see
See
you
ya.
later.
You keep telling me so, and I do believe you.
Okay. I'm just gonna go. Hey, Matt Merchant, have you ever heard of the Rolling Man?
Maps!
Rolling Man.
Can you tell me where the Rolling Man lives?
Maybe, maybe not. Why?
Because I need to find it.
Yeah.
Sorry, guild rules. I'm not allowed to divulge any personal information about my customers. Maps!
I really need to
I
know.
really need to know where the Rolling Man lives.
Sorry, can't do.
Please? Pretty please?
No, young lady. Don't give me that doe-eyed look. Don't. Blasted be the balance. You're giving me that doe-eyed look, aren't you? I still can't tell you, though. I got maps.
Please tell me where the Rolling Man lives.
Please.
No, can't do, miss. I can't divulge personal information about my customers.
Who is this?
You're late again. And you know what else? You're fired. Give me back the delivery list and get your sorry blue skin elsewhere.
That was rude.
Hired hell. Bah! Never hire a Dolmari to do a human job.
Wow. What are you gonna do now?
What are you gonna do now without a delivery boy?
Hire a new one, of course. Blasted be the balance. That means I'll have to pay the damn fee to the Guild of Merchants. Damnation.
Maybe I could help.
Maybe I could help you out.
You? How?
I'm quick, honest, and reliable, and I've got a lot of experience in the service industry.
Perhaps a female errand boy. It could work if the Guild of Merchants don't find out.
I won't tell them if you don't.
Mind the pay is not much, only a single errand per delivery, plus whatever tip the customer may see fit to give you.
I'll take it.
I'll take the job, if you want me.
Agreed. Maybe you'll even bring in some new business. Here's the delivery list for today and your first map. It's for the captain of the White Dragon. Nebeve, I think his name is. You'll find him in the harbor.
Time to make
Oh, and
a
remember to
delivery.
have the customer sign the delivery list. The guild are sticklers for protocol.
Ah.
No signature, no money, no new jobs.
Bye now.
Maps,
See ya.
fresh, detailed, life-saving maps.
Off to the pier. Such a long way to walk every time. Alright. Hey! You! Nebeve.
How are you today, then?
Like you care.
Sheesh!
Is this the White Dragon?
That's what the big white letters on the prow spell out. What do you think?
I'm looking for the captain. Is he around?
What would you with the captain of the White Dragon?
I have a delivery for him, a map from the map merchant at the temple market.
I be Captain Horatio Nebeve of the White Dragon, fastest vessel there ever was. Hand the map over, girl. With Jarl's blessing, the wind will return soon, and I can leave this accursed harbor for sunnier shores.
Indeed. But, I need you to sign delivery list first. No? Okay, fine. Map.
Thank you. There's an errand for your trouble.
Thank you. Also, delivery list.
Sign this, please.
What is it?
I need your signature to confirm that you've received the map.
Map? What map?
The one I just gave you.
Oh, that one.
Nebeve.
Sorry, I never put my signature on a piece of paper.
What? What?
Why not?
Brings bad luck to give a piece of yourself in that manner.
What?
A signature has untold powers. It's part of your soul. I can't
No.
sign away my soul.
No, it's not.
Who told you that signing a slip of paper is bad for your soul?
I'm from Gien, and we're a spiritual people.
Uh-huh.
Our souls are in balance with our bodies, and the great Mojal has taught us not to endanger this balance.
Uh-huh.
Signing my name, giving a piece of myself in that manner, breeds corruption and imbalance within.
Sure.
And it pisses the Mojal off no end.
And that's why you choose to make my life difficult?
Hey, blame organized religion.
Uh-huh. I bet you can't
You
write.
can't write, can you?
Pardon?
That's what this is all about. You can't write.
So what?
Yeah.
So what if I can't write? So what if I was born at sea and never spent more than a month ashore ever since? I still won't sign your accursed paper, by Jal.
What?
Look, all you have to do is sign an X next to your name on the list.
You can't trick the great Mojal. The Mojal's untrickable.
Uh-huh.
That's not trickery. It's legally binding.
Yeah.
I said no.
Anything I can
Is
do?
there anything I can do to get you to sign?
No. Well, Yes. But no.
Look, Captain, I'm desperate here. I really, really need some kind of signature.
Well, there's always music.
What?
What's music got to do with you signing my list?
Nothing. But it distracts the Mojal.
What are you talking about? Why would you need to distract the Mojal?
I can't sign when there's a chance the Mojal is watching. Music distracts the Mojal. Ergo, I can sign.
But doesn't that mean the Mojal is always distracted? I mean, there's always music somewhere in the world.
The Mojal has an eye and an ear for every acolyte, and straying from the path can bring great wrath upon us.
Granted, I know very little of the Mojal, but seriously, maybe you should look into alternative religions.
Blasphemy! Besides, I only have to visit the temple once every 2 years, and the membership fees are quite reasonable.
Uh-huh.
So, if I play some music, you'll sign?
Aye. I'll give you that much.
I'll be back.
I don't doubt it for a second.
I happen to know where I can buy a musical instrument. To the pier. To the city gates. And to the instrument merchant.
What's your, most affordable instrument? That's cute. The flute, right? And how much for the flute? I'm guessing that's 1 Aaron?
Uh-huh. Okay. I happen to have 1 Aaron.
It's a single iron coin.
Here you
I'll
go.
have the flute. That's 1 Aaron, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Alright, got a flute. Right? Did he give it to me? Oh, now he's giving it to me.
As luck
There we
would
go.
have it, I actually know how to play a flute. Not very well, but I'm sure the, Mojal won't mind.
That's some nifty playing you got there, pal. Back to the ship. Sir, I have a flute. I shall play to distract the Mojal while you sign an X on this piece of paper. Hey, okay. Delivery list.
I'm ready to play some music if you're ready to sign.
Aye, go on, but don't stop until I'm done signing, or the Mojal will surely wreak vengeance on us both.
Uh-huh.
Done. Here you go. And don't ever ask me to sign anything ever again.
Uh-huh.
I can pretty much guarantee you that.
Yeah. Goodbye. Ridiculous sailor man. Oh. Away to the city gates. Look at that. One delivery down. The next one is a map to the wasteland to the Rolling Man. Yes. And one map of the Northlands to be delivered to Tun Luich at the Journeyman Inn.
It's Captain Nebeve's a map of Shangangrial. Changangrial? Why can't these magical worlds have place names like Boston, London, or Kansas City? It's always like Loth this and Irid that. Like, cut back on the consonants already. One map of the Northlands to be delivered to Tonlayak at the Journeyman Inn.
So, one or two more deliveries. Probably two. The markets. Hey, Map Man. Map Man, I delivered it.
I'm ready for my next job, sir.
Yes, good. Did you get the captain's signature?
Yup,
Yes.
I sure did.
Hand me the delivery list so that I can see for myself.
You know, you remind me of somebody I know. A real Scrooge.
Good. What's a Scrooge? Maps, new revisions, lifesavers, maps.
Yeah, look.
Right. Your next assignment is a map of Shangagriel to the Rolling Man. Hold on. Did you not ask me about him earlier today?
No!
No, that wasn't
Of course
me.
not.
That was somebody else.
I could have sworn. Well, no matter. Do you know how to get to the Rolling Man's house?
Nope.
I forget.
Let me explain then. Now, pay attention because this is complicated. He has chosen to live in the most inaccessible place in the city, but I guess he has his reasons.
Uh-huh.
First, you head west off the marketplace on Oak until you get to a tiny little apothecary, Mrs. Cassop's Herbs and Oils, where you turn north on South Street. Confusing that, for about 4 minutes of brisk walking. That's when you see a large grove of trees. It's a memorial to those who died in the last war with the Tyrant back the balance knows when. Can't see why they choose to remind us of that, where you'll turn left.
That's west?
No, left. That'll take you back south, but onto North Street instead. And that keeps you out of the Dalmari neighborhood. Down that way, nasty neighborhoods. Keep walking south for about, or was that north? Wait, north on South Street, south on North Street, or the other way around. Anyway, find the Rose Bridge off Iread Avenue and cross it.
There's a river?
No, just a bridge. The river disappeared 500 years ago. No one knows what happened to it. After you've crossed the bridge, you'll be on the western slopes of Marcuria.
And that's where West House... I mean, the Rolling Man lives.
No, far from it, but you need to pass through that part of Marcuria to get to the Rolling Man. Keep south and watch out for the livestock. They're likely to attack in that part of town. Eventually you'll get to a large circular square. That's where they used to hold executions back when the city was civilized.
You call murder civilized?
Better than locking people up for years, as any level-headed person would tell you. Our freedom cannot be curtailed. Real men choose the honor of death to the shame of incarceration.
Yeah, sure you do.
Circle around the square and head down Tandak for half a mile. Or should that be Parrock Lane? Yes, Parrock Lane. Head west on Parrock Lane for half a mile. Then turn right at the Maiden's Honor Tavern.
North again?
No, west. Parrock Lane has a few twists and turns. Anyway, you should now be able to see the Ivory Tower.
Is it a big tower?
No, only about 5 feet tall, but it's ivory, straight from the coast of the Southlands, bravely cut from the drooling jaws of the gruesome Kandar.
Big creature, 4 legs, large ears, long snout, sort of grayish in color?
Yes, the horror of the Southlands. Many a brave hunter has
Horror.
fallen victim to its ravaging hunger.
Good grief. Okay, then what?
Pass by the tower to the edge of the cliff and look down. The rolling man has built his home on the cliffside. It's a wonder he's not been washed away by the storms.
I hope I got all that. Basically, go west until I hit the edge, right?
Yes, that would be correct.
Uh-huh. Alright, so there he is. Directions. Really, just go over here. Alright, so you're gonna take this road down to this road, and you're gonna wind around here, and then eventually you end up here. Uh-huh.
That's probably Mr. Westhouse. That'd be just rude.
That'd be just rude. Just barge into his house while he's sitting right there.
Hello,
Wait.
it's a
Damn,
brown,
Mason, what is it
slightly
now?
cloudy liquor.
Oh. Well, guess you're not calling on behalf of that son of a bitch Sanyef, are you?
Oh?
Sorry, I don't know who...
No, that's very unlikely. From what I hear, he doesn't much enjoy the company of women. Well, who in damnation are you?
April Ryan, sir.
Ryan? Doesn't sound very Northlandian. Are you by any chance from the coast of... Yeah, hold on. Ryan? April Ryan? I'll be damned. You're from Stark.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Until today, I thought I was just from Earth. I had no idea there were two of them.
Uh-huh.
Takes you by surprise, doesn't it? Well,
Two!
goddamn. Sit down, Miss Ryan. Let me get you a drink. The liquor over here stinks to high heaven. Magic pollutes the purity of the spirit, but I keep a bottle of Glenfiddich for special occasions.
Thanks for the offer, sir, but I didn't come here to have a drink.
Really? I see. This isn't a social call.
No, sorry.
Oh, no matter. It's still a pleasant surprise to meet someone from home. Now, what may I do for you?
First of all,
I have a delivery for you.
A delivery? When did the U.S. Postal Service start delivering mail to Arcadia?
It's from the map merchant at the market. It's just a map.
Oh, good. I've been waiting, Faye. Hold your horses. What are you doing working for the Guild? Are you planning on staying in Marcuria? I'd strongly advise against it, Miss Ryan. Arcadia may look like a pastoral fairy tale realm, but it's not. You bleed as easily here as you do in Stark, and magic can do more damage than a gun.
I'm not planning on staying, but I had to find you. The map merchant was the only one who knew where you lived, and he wouldn't tell me. So I got him to hire me, and you were the second delivery on my list.
Gods. Carrick and his misguided loyalty. I'll have a word with the man. Thanks for the map, though. I collect them. There's not much else to do in this godforsaken city.
Cortez told me to look you up.
He did he? I see. Who's Cortez?
You don't know him?
I think not. I'd certainly remember. Did you say Cortez? You wouldn't be talking about old Manny Chavez, would you? Well, he ought to be dead by now, but then, by all rights, so should I.
I don't know his first name, but he calls himself Cortez.
Tall fella, mysterious and elusive, rarely answers a question with a simple yes or no. Smokes like a chimney.
Huh?
Aside from that bit about smoking like a chimney, it sounds exactly like Cortez.
Manny. I'll be damned. That old crook is still around. Well, how the devil is he?
He's good. Where do you know him from?
Oh, my old life back in Stark. We had some exciting adventures, him and I. Actually, he's part of the reason I ended up here. I last saw him in the winter of 1934.
19, what? 30?
But that's almost 300 years ago.
Yeah. Funny, isn't it? And I'm sure he doesn't look a day older than he did back then. The handsome devil.
Well, if I'm going to accept magic in parallel worlds, I might as well accept people living 300 years.
Oh, no, you misunderstand. I'm only 46. I arrived here about 15 years ago, but I left Stark in 1934. Between the worlds, where you dream time has little meaning, I was trapped, you see, for quite a while.
300 years?
Time went by pretty fast. It didn't seem so bad at the time, but now that you mention it, 300 years, quite disconcerting, really. Quite disconcerting.
How'd you end up here?
How did you end up here in Marcuria?
That's quite a story. I won't bore you with the details, but suffice it to say, I was always somewhat of an adventurer. The promise of virgin territory untouched by civilization held great sway with me in my youth, as did the idea of a highly spiritual state of mind. The occult, magic, karma. I was born in 1902 in Boston. By the time I was 17, I'd put that life behind me. I spent the next 3 years at sea, and then I wandered around Europe for a time. In the early 30s, the 1930s, of course, I found myself in India, working as a journalist. That's where I met Manny, and that's where I first heard of Arcadia. I was amazed and quite skeptical at first, but the thought of a whole new world to see and magic? I was a fool, of course, but who knew where my curiosity would bring me?
So what happened?
So what happened in India?
I've tried to forget about it, to be honest. If I could go back and convince myself not to... but I still wouldn't have listened, of course. The unknown tracks. I ended up in Tibet in the winter of 34, wading through snow up to my chest, thinking for sure that this was it, and I was going to die. Manny pulled me out of that one, thank God. I spent 3 months in a monastery before pushing on into the void. There's only one way for a non-shifter to pass through the divide, and it's not an easy road to take. Now, if you don't mind, I'd prefer not to talk about the past anymore. There's more than enough to worry about in the present.
Cortez, though.
Cortez said to look you up when I wanted to go back home, to Stark.
Now, why would he say that? I'm not a shifter, and I don't know any magic. I'm sorry, Miss Ryan, but you'd be better off asking the Sentinel priests for assistance.
Already did. They said I was on my own, that they couldn't help me.
Yeah.
Bloody typical. Those reactionary fools wouldn't extend a hand to help a drowning man if it violated the principles of their bloody balance. But I can't think why Manny would tell you to visit me in order to shift home. It just doesn't make sense.
I should get going.
Very well. You're welcome back at any time, Miss Ryan. Anytime.
Thank you, sir. I'll remember that.
Yeah. Also, did you sign? You didn't sign the list.
Sign this, please. It's just to confirm that I made the delivery.
Certainly.
Thank you.
April Ryan, you have got to get past. That'd be just rude.
That'd be just rude.
Hold on one second, Miss Ryan.
Huh?
I just remembered something. It's such a long time ago, I'd almost forgotten, but Manny did give me something that might be of interest.
Is that so?
What is it?
It's a pocket watch. Manny gave it to me the last time I saw him. I never quite understood why, but maybe you can tell me.
Did he say anything about it?
He said that when his heart started beating again, he would know. It would be like a message in Morse code, a beacon. Damn watch never worked, and the winding mechanism is broken, so it's probably not worth much. You're welcome to it if it's any help.
Thanks.
I'll have a look.
It's an antique pocket watch. It's not ticking. The knob used for winding the watch seems to have broken off, and there's only a tiny hole left.
I push a push pin in it. No?
If I insert this pin carefully into the hole, like so, and then slowly wind it... It worked! It's ticking!
Huzzah! What?
I did it! It's a shift! I can go home!
Oh wait,
By God, it's
what
a
about my
shame.
deliveries?
I haven't seen one for ages.
Why don't you come back with me, Mr. Westhouse? You could say hello to your old friend, Manny.
If I tried to step through that, Miss Ryan, I would suffer a most unpleasant experience. And I would be lost in the between forever. Besides, I built this house with my own two hands. I wouldn't want to leave it to these barbarians. And what does your Stark have to offer me? This world is more recognizable to me now.
That's true.
Now you go ahead, Miss Ryan. Go back. And don't let your curiosity of the unknown tempt you into making another shift.
Thanks for your help.
Say hello to Manny for me. Tell him I'm doing all right. And then I said, thanks.
Sure thing. Also, I probably should have gone back to the map maker first, but oh well.
Oh,
Maybe it wouldn't
God,
have let me.
it's real. It's all true. I saw it. I saw the other world. Arcadia. Either
Yeah.
I'm going crazy or you were right about everything.
Let's hope for the latter, mi amiga? So I gather your trip was a success.
Success? My
Success?
whole world has been turned topsy-turvy, so I don't think success is the right word. Nothing about it makes sense. The fact is, I don't believe in magic.
The sun does not need you to believe in it to rise in the morning, señorita. You have seen the truth with your own two eyes. I can do nothing more to convince you. It is up to you now.
Well, do I have a choice? I have to believe at least some of it. My life wouldn't make much sense otherwise.
Yeah.
You are a true skeptic, April. Está bien. We need your kind to balance the hopeless romantics like myself.
Who are you really?
Who are you really, Cortez?
Excuse me?
People knew you over there in Arcadia. Tobias. He didn't know you by your real name, but he did know you. And Mr. Westhouse, he knew you too, as Chavez, but several hundred years ago.
So my secrets are being revealed, are they?
I wouldn't say that, because you're
Yeah.
still a mystery to me. More so.
Good. You see, señorita, mystery is important. To know everything, to know the whole truth is dull. There is no magic in that. Magic is not knowing. Magic is wondering about what and how and where.
I'd settle for the truth, just to be able to know you. Because, honestly, I don't mean this in a bad way. You scare me, Cortez. I'm afraid of you.
And you are not the only one, mi amiga. I'm sorry, but whatever it is about me that mystifies you, it will have to stay a secret. There are things even you should not know.
Gee, thanks. That really helped.
Yeah.
Perdóname. Perhaps later, when we are certain of what the future holds, okay? I think I can promise you that, Señorita Ryan. Later. But for now, we must speak of more important matters.
What now?
What happens now?
The Minstrom told you about the balance. About Stark and Arcadia.
Yeah.
A man named Tobias. He was called the Vestrum, I think. Vestrum Tobias.
Ah, so Tobias made Vestrum. Que bien, good. I knew he would go far when I first met him years ago. He was just an Instrum then, a student of the balance, but he was smart and resourceful. So you know what is going on with the balance.
Tobias told me that the Guardian was missing and that the balance was failing. He said this would bring chaos into both worlds.
As we are already seeing, your dreams, your nightmares, they are part of these. You sense chaos more keenly than most, but even they are beginning to notice that things are not as they should be.
Uh-huh.
Like last night.
Exactly.
What about last night?
What you saw, you were not alone this time. There were
True.
others. And they saw the same thing. Not nightmares anymore. Real. The first sign of the damage chaos can do. The divide is being breached. It is not yet time for the worlds to be united. A breach could prove catastrophical.
Uh-huh.
You helped me back, didn't you?
To shift? See? The power is yours, yes? But for now, you need me to focus your powers to call forth your dreams.
Dreams?
Yes. To travel from one world to the next, you must pass through the world of dreams. It is the only way. You are capable of opening a shift on your own, but you might not be able to.
What do you mean?
The power, the magic is within you. And when you sleep, sometimes you open the portal without even being aware of it. But when you're awake, it's more difficult. With practice, you will do it.
I don't think I want to do it.
You must. The worlds depend on it.
So what do I do?
We must work together, April. I can't do it alone, and neither can you.
But what exactly is it that we have to do?
Yeah.
4 things. We must find the Lost Guardian, we must locate the gateway to his realm, and the disc that is the key to his tower, and we must do what we can to curtail and defeat the Vanguard.
Seems like a lot. How do we find
How
him?
are we going to find the Guardian?
The moment he surrendered his throne and left his realm, he stepped back into our world. This world, Stark. This is where he was born, and so this is where he must return to.
But he could be anywhere, right?
This city has power, April. Not magic, but the opposite of magic. And it draws people to it like flies to an open fire. All the pieces of the puzzle come together here. You, me, the Vanguard, the Guardian. I can guarantee you that he's here. But where exactly I do not know. I think maybe the Vanguard do. I think they may have him.
If they have him, how are we going to get him back? And why do they need him? Why do we need him?
He left his realm, but he's the last guardian, and only he can open the doorway back to his realm to let his successor through. The Vanguard knows this, but what they don't know, yet, is how to get there.
Who would
Who
know?
would know about the gateway to the Guardian's realm?
That I do not know. That knowledge wouldn't be here in Stark. You must go to Arcadia, study the books, talk with the Minstrom and others who might know, but not yet. First, we must finish our mission here.
The key?
Where's the key to the Guardian's realm?
In Arcadia. The key contains two parts. One is the disc itself, the other is the 4 jewels, the eyes of the dragons. That gives the disc the properties of the balance and makes it complete.
So where disc?
Where is the disc?
The disc was left in the care of the Sentinel 10,000 years ago. In the beginning, it was kept in the open, displayed for all to see. But not anymore. Not since thieves tried to make away with it. They will know where it is. Ask Tobias, Vestrum Tobias.
And the 4 jewels are with the dragons,
Where are the
of
4
course.
jewels?
Ah, the eyes of the dragons. They are kept by the 4 dragons themselves. 2 in Arcadia and 2 in Stark. The white dragon has 1, as does the old one. These you must find yourself. I'll help you with the others.
Huh. And the Vanguard?
How do we defeat the Vanguard?
The Vanguard are strong here and growing stronger. Even in Arcadia, they are gaining a foothold. And with the Tyrant on a leash, the future looks quite bleak.
Yeah.
How do you know so much about what's going on in Arcadia?
Voices whisper in my ear, señorita. Voices that I trust.
You're saying the Vanguard are strong here. How come I haven't heard about them?
They don't go by that name here. Did you ever hear of the Church of Voltec?
Sure, they're... Oh, that's the Vanguard?
It's the Vanguard?
See.
Then they're big, very big. But why do they... Why assume a different name here?
In Arcadia, they flaunt their philosophy. They preach the destruction of the balance under the pretense of returning humankind to the glories of the past. Here, they cannot do that. So they have integrated themselves slowly but surely into society under the subterfuge of the New Age religion. And they've built a financial empire to match governments.
Uh-huh.
They have that much money?
The Vanguard own multinational companies. They own planets, April. They own armies. All they need is the balance, and they will own everything. The twin worlds will be at their mercy.
Yeah.
So, we basically don't stand a chance, do we? Against an enemy like that.
If we hold at bay the forces of chaos, and if we ensure the natural continuation of the Guardian's role within the balance, then they will have lost.
How are we supposed to fight this chaos you keep talking about?
You're the key, April. You have the power to shift, yes? But there's more to you than that. You are a child of the balance. And you... No, that will have to wait. By just being alive, you counter chaos. Without you, last night might have turned out much worse. That tiny breach might have been permanent.
I didn't do anything.
Imagine the power you wield when you really do something. Trust me on this, amiga. It's instinctive to you to fight chaos. You see it so clearly, and you will know what to do. You are most needed in Arcadia, where chaos is a part of reality. The tidal wave will hit there first, and unless it's subdued before it hits Stark full force, we'll never stand a chance. So you will have to travel to Arcadia after we are done here.
Okay, So that's it? Kick some Vanguard ass, find the Guardian, locate the entrance to his realm, and a 10,000-year-old disc and 4 Dragon Eye jewels? And oh, April, make sure you do battle with the physical manifestations of chaos along the way, because hey, that's your destiny.
Huh?
It's impossible, Cortez. I can't do these things. I'm 18, I'm an artist. No, not even that, I'm nobody. You can't place all these responsibilities on my shoulders. I can't carry that much.
I will help you, April. Others too. You're not alone.
Well, I feel very alone, and I can't even tell anybody about this. Yeah, hi. How are you? I'm the Chosen One. Can you help me save the world from evil and chaos?
There is no chosen one, April. There are only those who would and those who wouldn't. You have a choice between the two.
You said I had powers, that I wasn't like everybody else.
True, but you still have a choice. Prophecies can never unravel the will of a single human. You are one of many possible paths, but unfortunately, most of the alternative paths have been blocked by circumstances beyond our control. The world does depend on you, but you have not been chosen. You choose for yourself what you are and what you will be.
What if I chose no way?
What happens if I choose no way?
I am not a fortune teller, nor am I a Vinar. What will happen? Something else? That's all I can tell you. Something else. But I'm sure it won't be anything good. Not unless you agree to help.
But I can't do it. I'm not who you think I am. I'm not your savior. I don't have any magic powers. I'm just this girl. I'm just me.
The choice is yours, April. As always, the choice is yours.
It's not much of a choice, is it?
Yeah.
For what it's worth? Perhaps not. Still, you need to come to the decision on your own.
Then the choice will have to be, yes, let's save the world.
Guess it's gotta be.
Where do we start?
Here, in Newport. We must find out about the Vanguard. Their headquarters are in this city, but where? Do they have the Guardian under lock and key? What are their weaknesses? Once we've done that, you must travel to Arcadia. I cannot go there, and besides, I have things to take care of here.
Right. Except, where the hell do I go to find out about the Vanguard?
Yeah.
The library? The net?
Valuable information is hard to find. Remember the painting I showed you yesterday?
Uh-huh.
Sure.
The artist, a boy named Warren. I told you about him, yes? Warren is involved in a lot of activities that aren't exactly legal. He has connections. He can point us in the right direction.
Uh-huh.
All right. Okay. Where do I find him?
My friend, Father Raul at the Hope Street Cathedral, he's had some contact with the boy lately. Ask him.
Wait. Did you say Hope Street?
Yes?
As in the most dangerous neighborhood in Newport?
Is it? I don't usually follow the civic affairs of the city. I remember Hope Street when they first built it, a clean neighborhood.
That must have been a very long time ago.
Still, I'm sure you'll be safe. You're a girl, no? A self-respecting gentleman would never harm a girl.
Cortez.
It's the self-respecting gentleman part I'm concerned about. Still, I can handle myself. Father Raul, was it? At the Hope Street Cathedral?
Yes. He will lead you in the right direction. Help you find Warren Hughes. When you're done tomorrow, we will meet up at the cathedral late in the afternoon. I need to speak with Raul as well.
Okay, good.
Gotcha.
Plan then?
Enjoy yourself tonight, April. Who knows what the future may hold?
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night, Cortez. Boy. What a day.
I wonder what the homeless people do in the wintertime. Supposedly, it gets biting cold here in Newport, and I don't know if there are any shelters anymore.
Let's go to the bridges, I guess. Time to go home, probably. Get some rest. No one here. Guess go to my apartment.
I don't need to make my bed. It's been too hot to sleep with a cover.
Oh, is it not time to go to bed? No? Okay. Well then. Maybe I can take the subway right now to Hope Street? If not, I'm not sure where to go.
It's getting a little too late to head downtown. I think I'll stay in Venice.
Okay. To the academy? Too late to go downtown, but not late enough to sleep, apparently. Did I work on my art?
Not today.
Not
I'll
today.
just leave my brush and easel here before I go.
Yeah. Couldn't possibly take that with me. Off we go. I guess I'll go to the cafe then? Can't really go much of anywhere else, so. Hey, Charlie.
Pulling long hours today, Charlie?
Unfortunately, yeah. Are you staying for the show tonight?
What show?
You don't know who's playing?
I've had a few other things on my mind these
Yeah.
past few days, Charlie. Sorry. Anybody good?
Anybody good? Are you kidding? Roy and Dale's playing. It's the first gig on their new tour. Sort of returning to their roots before they do the big venues.
Tonight? Great, that's perfect. Especially tonight. I need some serious unwinding.
Yeah.
Yeah? What's up?
Well.
I just had the weirdest experience of my life.
Weirder than last night?
Much weirder. I mean, it sounded like what happened here could have... It might just have been mass suggestion, or a hologram, or even rapture gas.
April.
It's happened, I know it was probably very real to you, and I'm not saying it wasn't, but the alternatives...
Are the alternatives so much worse? That there are things going on that we can't explain? That there's more to life than what science teaches us?
I don't know, Charlie. I wish I did, but I don't.
So what's this thing you were gonna tell me about the weirdest experience of your life?
Well...
You wouldn't believe me anyway, Charlie.
Try me.
No, really, I can't. It's too much, too close. I don't know if I believe it myself.
Okay. You tell me about it later then, alright?
Maybe.
Maybe. How about Emma?
Is Emma around?
Haven't seen her. But she knows about the show, so she'll be here.
When the
When does
concert
the concert
start?
start?
In less than an hour. I expect the place to be crowded soon. So you should find yourself a spot to sit down.
Thanks, Charlie.
No problem. Later.
Thank you. What's going on over here? Ah, just gonna have a seat. There's Emma.
So where have you been all day? You didn't show up at school, you weren't at work, and then Fiona tells me you're out looking for Cortez again, and on top of that, Zach brags about bagging a date with you. What's up with that?
Oh,
Well.
shit! Zach! I totally forgot. He's gonna kill me. If I don't show up, that is.
You mean it's true? You have a date with that asshole? I told him he was full of shit.
I needed some information.
And you sell yourself to get it? April, you're insane. Well, you're just going to have to disappoint him.
I made a promise.
To that sleazebag? That's a promise made to be broken.
I mean, you're right.
You're right. I'm staying here.
Good girl. Now, there are a couple guys you should keep an eye open for tonight.
Uh-huh.
Me?
I have a boyfriend. You need a boyfriend. You need a boyfriend because I have one and I need somebody to compare boyfriends with. It's not your choice to make, girl. It's just the natural order of things.
I thought we were here to listen to the band.
Sure, from the back, so we can scope out guys' asses.
Oh.
I don't know which place is weirder, Mercuria or the Fringe Cafe on any given night.
Mark what?
Never mind. So, okay, which guys are we looking for?
Right. Now, you may want to take notes.
Uh-huh. Notes. Friends and enemies.
Oh, God. Headache. I didn't really have that much to drink, did I? No. But I did travel through a shift into a parallel universe, which
Yeah.
would explain this weird compulsion to curl up into a fetal position and go back to sleep. Not that I'm particularly looking forward to it, but I guess I have to go find that Warren guy Cortez told me about down on Hope Street. And hey, like that's not enough. I have to avoid bumping into Zach today.
Yep.
He's probably royally pissed that I stood him up, and Zach's very good at being pissed.
Oh, look. Look who it is.
So you thought you could stand me up and get away with it, bitch?
I'm sorry. What did you call me?
We have a date and then you don't show? Leave me looking like a sad prick all night in front of my friends?
I couldn't go, Zach. Get over it.
I don't fucking care. You'll regret fucking with me, bitch. I can promise you that.
What are you gonna do?
You'll find out, April Ryan. You're gonna be so fucking sorry you ever fucked with me.
Really? Am I now? We'll see. We'll see if you can get to me in Arcadia. Ha! Bet you can't shift between worlds. Zach Lee. To the subway. We gotta go downtown. Ba 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 downtown. Ba, 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 ba. Downtown on the subway. Hope Street. There we are. That don't look too good.
Looks like he knows how to use that steel pipe.
Uh-huh.
Looks like he knows how to use that steel boss man. From his uniform, I'd say he's one of the West Side Kings. They got recruitment posters all over town.
Huh.
I think he's in trouble.
Yeah, I think so.
She's gone. 87.
Yo.
Gas or water mains, perhaps. Or, sewer pipes. That would explain the smell.
Yeah. To the cathedral, then. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. I guess we're going to the confessionals.
It's a priest.
A priest.
It's the confessional.
Uh-huh.
It's a baby angel. A cherub? He's got a red robe wrapped around his posterior, and he looks to be in a hurry. I can't remember reading about this particular incident in the Bible. Maybe it was in the sequel? Nah.
Yeah.
That came out only 5 years ago, and this wall painting looks a lot older than that.
The sequel, huh? Hey, priest.
Good morning. I'm Father Raoul. You're not a Hope Street regular, are you? I haven't seen you here before.
I don't visit the neighborhood very often, no.
And why should you? It's not a very nice place. This cathedral is all there's left of the hope in Hope Street.
I'm sorry to hear that, Father.
So am I. But we cope. We cope. How may I be of assistance?
Looking for a kid. But also...
Do people still go to church?
Yes, some do. Some do. Religion is pretty resilient.
Religion, sure. But there's so many new religions, and people tend to abandon the old ones, don't they?
They'll be back. The Voltex and the Manus of the world offer only a fleeting chance of material happiness. What they cannot offer is spiritual enlightenment.
So you're not worried about the competition?
We have over 2,000 years of experience and tradition to build on. I don't see us just rolling over on our backs and giving up. No.
You know, boy.
Do you know a boy named Warren Hughes?
As a matter of fact, I do. The Hugheses were regulars before they traveled to the colonies. Poor Warren was left an orphan by his family. I haven't seen him for years.
Where does Warren live?
I'm not sure he lives anywhere. But he does belong to a Hope Street gang, the Razor Blades, I believe. They seem to congregate just down the street in Building 87. Be careful, though. Although they're far from the worst gang around here, they're not a particularly friendly lot, and they don't care for strangers.
I can take care of myself.
I don't doubt that. Still, be careful.
Thank you, Father.
Please come by again if you're ever in the neighborhood.
It's been more than 2 years since my last confession, but no. I'm not in a mood to be counting beads right now, and with my list of, shortcomings, I'll be counting beads for a very long time.
Not to worry, I'm sure you'll make up for it by saving the world's... Off to Building 87. Eventually, as we run down the street.
It's out of order.
Hey, kid.
It's a boy. He must be about 15 or so.
Hey, kid.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
What's your name?
What's your name?
What's yours?
April Ryan.
Lucky you.
You know where I can find a kid named Warren Hughes?
Who's asking?
I am.
Warren Hughes. Never heard of him.
All right, well, I guess you can't help me.
Nope. Nobody can.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
A nice, pretty girl like you in a neighborhood like this, asking all the wrong questions. You're heading for some serious trouble, you know.
I can take care of myself.
Sure you can. The thing is, there are 4 guys waiting downstairs for you to come back out, and they can take care of themselves real good.
Uh-huh.
I'm not looking for trouble.
Trouble found you, girl.
I don't have any money.
You think I want your money? Shit, you can keep your damn money. Just because I live in the projects don't mean I'm a thief, you know?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean...
Of course not. You people never do.
What do you want from me?
What do you mean, you
Should
people?
ask you the same question. Except I don't care. You should have thought twice before coming after me.
After you? I didn't come... So you're Warren?
What? Like you didn't know?
No. Cortez told me your name, where to find you, but...
Hold on. Cortez? Old Spanish talking dude. Real crazy in the head?
That's a fair description, yeah.
Shit. You're not a cop. Social services? Corporate?
No, I'm a friend of Cortez. He said to look you up.
I haven't seen Cortez in a while. Not since before it. So what does Senior Cortez want with me?
We need some help.
Yeah.
What kind of help? Look, I gotta stay incognito most of the time now that corporates and cops are stepping up their search for us. I can't go risking my ass for nobody. Not even Cortez.
That's all right. I just need some information on a group called the Vanguard and their leader, Jacob McAllen.
Oh, sorry. Never heard of those guys.
You wouldn't have. They keep
Oh,
to
yeah.
themselves. And they got some kind of cover operation going. But I don't know what it is, and...
You need to find out? Alright, here's the thing. I got a friend who might be able to help you out.
Great!
Yeah.
Hold on. Before I use up my favors with him, I need you to do me a favor in return. Probably even help yourself out at the same time.
Fair enough. What do I have to do?
Easy. Break into the Newport Police Department computer archives. Get me some information on my family. Destroy my criminal record and get the hell out of there. Preferably alive.
Yeah, easy. Easy.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
You got guts, girl. That's cool. Besides, there's probably some information on the Vanguards, was it? In the archives, and that information will be valuable to my friend if he's gonna help you. So here's the thing. My dad doped out on raps and seduced by commercials. Sold out our whole family to the shiny happy colonization program for a lifetime supply of the big R, the Rapture. He neglected to ask his lovely wife and children, and the corporates didn't care. One day they came to pick up my mom, my sister, and me. I got away though, snuck out the window. I spent the next 2 weeks in a dumpster.
And your family?
And that's just it. I don't know. Off to the colonies, of course, but which one? I don't know. Sometimes they split up families too. You know, they don't tell you that in their ads. I don't give a shit about my dad, and my mom, she's tough. She can take care of herself, but I want my sister back. We were real tight. I'm not gonna let them use her in the mines and factories out there.
Yeah.
So, you want me to find out where they took your sister?
That's it. You're catching on. You do that for me, and delete my criminal record at the same time to get them damn corporates off my ass. I'll give you all the help you need.
Sounds good. Where's the station?
Where's the police station?
Take the subway to Metro West. You'll come out on what they call Cop Street. You'll see the NPD headquarters down the block. You can't miss it.
Metro West. Okay.
I'd better get going.
Be cool, eh?
Yeah. Also, how about those 4 guys at the Base of the stairs? Okay, they're good. They're gone. To the subway! Going to Metro West. Cop Street. What's this?
Another
Wait.
unfortunate victim of the Anglo-Pacific Wars of the 90s.
Uh-huh. Anglo-Pacific Wars. But I assume the 2090s or the 2190s? Come on.
It's a garbage container, and it's mostly empty, save for a couple of sticky old newspapers and bottles.
What if I pushed it?
This is so gross. And me in my favorite shirt.
Oh, not push. Climb in.
Is that for men? Ah, no. It's dead rat. I'm not gonna check out that other mitten in the corner. I think it just moved.
Uh-oh.
How utterly pointless is this? And I'm starting to reek a little of utter crap, too.
Well, that wasn't very productive.
It's your garden variety robotic roadblock. You see them all over this pothole-infested town. There's a small control panel on it. The display reads 3018.
Push. Use.
It's a numeric keypad, but I have absolutely no idea what numbers to type in to move the roadblock.
Alright then. Anything else to look at? Street sign? T-Rex ad?
It says Calavera Crossing MCW, and the street ID number is 0092. I do all my grocery shopping at T-Rex. Not that their food is particularly good, nor their prices particularly low. I just love their ads. They're très cool. Especially the one where they built an actual-sized robot dinosaur and sent it out to mangle a competing chain of grocery stores. For real. I don't know if anybody got hurt, but man, that campaign kicked ass.
Create a real robotic T-Rex and send it to destroy competing grocery stores.
This is Lucinda Carlisle reporting live from just outside the Metro Precinct Police Station, and I bring you today a senseless and tragic display of technology gone wrong.
Oh no!
In the carnage you see behind me, medical drones are digging through the rubble of a crashed shuttle for the remains of over 100 people who lost their lives today in an accident.
Don't mind me.
That could and should have been prevented. Only hours ago, a Brave New World Airlines shuttle carrying starry-eyed colonists to the Metro Tower experienced an engine failure. It came roaring down on this street without warning, crushing 3 cars and burying 9 innocent pedestrians and 2 would-be carjackers. The cause of this human tragedy? As of yet, there is no official report. We can only speculate, and speculate we will. Was the pilot drunk? Was he hopped up on Amethyst? Was someone aboard carrying a bomb? Did the manufacturers of the shuttle, Monster Limited, skimp on a part and import it from a bootleg factory in Germany? The truth could be any or all of the above. But whoever is responsible,
could be.
and whatever the punishment, it won't bring any of those bloodied, mangled corpses to life. It won't bring Teresa Roseman, mother of 3, back to her husband, Marty. That
Poor
loss
Teresa
is forever,
Roseman.
and a huge cash settlement can only ease the pain. It can never remove it altogether. Only expensive brain surgery or personality modification through proprietary drugs can do that.
Exactly.
The exact death count is still under wraps, and work will continue throughout the day to identify the thousands of body parts that are being picked one by one from the twisted wreckage of BNWA Shuttle 709. What repercussions will this accident have on our city? Probably none. You fly a shuttle, you take your chances. This is Lucinda Carlisle, reporting live for the Metro Channel Action News. Back to you, Lisa and Dan. Are we clear? How did I do? Uh-huh. And what are the ratings? 5 million? That's it? 5 million? Jesus, we've lost out to reruns of Gillian's Island? What the fuck, Gregory? Why the hell did you... Yeah. Don't give me any of that shit. You were the one who said this would broaden my audience. I should have stuck with the game shows. Jesus!
Sheesh. She seemed so nice 5 seconds ago. What's this? What's this blinking device? Come back here, April Ryan. Why did you run over there?
If I'm not completely mistaken, and if I remember my tech classes correctly, that's an anti-gravity control unit. It looks fully intact.
Anti-grav unit.
I can't pass through the fence without setting off the alarm, or worse, getting fried by that military-grade laser.
Eee. Yeah.
It's a police officer. He's guarding the wreckage.
Uh-huh. What if I talk to him?
Move along. There is nothing to see here.
Except for that hovercraft. Except for you, officer.
Except for you, officer.
Hey? Me?
I always did love a man in a uniform.
Sorry, man, but I'm gay.
Oh.
Now, move along.
Okay.
Nothing to see here.
Well.
Except for that crashed hovercraft.
Nah. You see those everywhere these days.
Really?
Sorry?
Dime a dozen.
Crashed hovercraft are a dime a dozen?
15 a week, ma'am. At the very least. In this city alone.
15?
But they say it's the safest mode of transportation available.
Statistically, yes. Unless you're aboard one of the buggers. Then your chance of survival drops drastically.
What?
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 They're the safest mode of transportation if you stay on the ground. The chances of being hit by one going down are relatively low.
What?
Thanks for ruining my trust in modern technology.
Yeah.
We're here to protect and serve.
Uh-huh.
Isn't it the other way around?
Just keep it moving, ma'am. Nothing to see here.
Except for the escaped convict right behind you.
Yeah.
I'm on special duty today, ma'am. So that escaped convict will have to take care of himself.
What?
After all, who'd guard this perimeter in my absence?
Me?
Yeah, me.
I'll be good.
I can do it.
That was a rhetorical question, ma'am. You are not qualified. Now, move along. Nothing to see here.
Fine.
Except...
I won't tell you again, so move along. There is absolutely nothing to see here. Nothing. Jeez, don't you people have anything better to do?
Are you feeling all right, officer?
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm fine. All the dust from the debris is just choking me up.
Would you like a candy? What? Candy? Candy, sir? No. What about a sticky candy? No. What if I play a flute? Doodaloo! No? Alright. Fine then. Goodbye. Also,
High voltage laser perimeter fence. The color indicates that they're using military grade lasers.
is that so? Blue means military grade. Lovely.
It's a police officer. He's guarding the entrance. Newport Police Department. It's a holographic sign. Doors are closed.
Yeah. They sure are. Hey, officer? Officer?
Hey! How do I get into the station?
That is the question, is it not?
Pardon?
To get in or not to get in? That is the question.
No.
Good grief, more weirdos.
Oh, I'm not a weirdo. I'm an actor.
No offense, but isn't that an oxymoron?
Lady, you are the cruelest she alive.
Yeah, why are you parading?
Why are you parading back and forth like that?
I am practicing the fine art of policing.
It doesn't look like policing. It looks like acting.
Bollocks! And I thought I was making progress.
Maybe if you tried being a little less rigid?
Yeah, but it's this bloody suit. It makes everyone move the same way. I'm not able to release the character.
Uh-huh. Actor or cop,
Are you
though?
an actor or a cop?
Both, darling, both. I am an actor, but I will portray an officer of the law in my next motion picture.
Uh-huh.
It's called Mad Cop 2. I play the Mad Cop's friend, the somewhat ticked-off cop.
Uh-huh.
I think I saw the first one. It stunk.
I agree. But this one has a certain je ne sais quoi flair that the original lacked.
Is that so?
You mean more violence, more sex, less plot?
That's it.
Uh-huh. So you're doing research?
So you're doing research for your next role?
Indeed, my fair maiden, I am. I have been assigned to a squad to capture the essence of Her Majesty's honorable service.
And what squad would that be?
Vice.
Vice Squad. The station, though?
How do I get into the station?
You don't. Not today.
What?
But I need to get in. What if there's been a crime?
Good point. I guess you need to report it via one of the many kiosks installed throughout the city, or by contacting an officer of the law.
Like yourself?
I am but a humble servant of Her Majesty.
Uh-huh.
And I'm actually assigned to Vice, so don't bother.
So don't bother. Could you let me through?
Any chance you'll let me through?
Shower me with sweet forgiveness, princess, but unfortunately, I cannot. The doors ain't working.
The doors aren't working?
They're not. Good lord, I must report this immediately, after I'm done with my policing exercise.
Right.
Did you say the doors weren't working?
Ah, correct. The only things getting in and out of the station today are police officers, prisoners, and garbage.
Garbage?
Aren't they all pretty much one and the same thing?
Oh.
Cutting words from a wench's barbed mouth?
What did you call me?
Sweet princess.
That's more like it.
Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah.
able to bring garbage out and prisoners in when the doors are broken.
These doors don't work, but the gate downstairs does. Of course, you can only get through that inside of a vehicle. The security measures are quite extreme.
Uh-huh.
Like how extreme?
Can you say radiation poisoning?
Uh-huh.
Thanks, and good luck.
Good luck.
Parting is such sweet sorrow. Farewell, princess. Till we meet again, farewell.
Right. Goodbye. Actor. Perhaps now I can pop on into this container here. To make my way into the police station.
This is getting to be routine and a total waste of time. I mean, what's gonna happen? The truck doesn't even pass by this container.
I don't know. I gotta figure out a way to move this roadblock a bit. Anyway, the street sign
It
says...
says Calavera Crossing MCW, and the street ID number is 0092.
Yeah, 0092. So what if I punch that in? Punch that into the roadblock. 0092.
Perhaps if I try entering the idea of the intersecting street, the roadblock.
Yeah, maybe. Huzzah! There it goes. All right. Bingo sanitation. Bingo. Off we go.
Keep it close to yourself. That was so gross. The things I do to save the world. I mean that smell, that sticky stuff, the way that rat just wouldn't let go. Disgusting. Not to mention the fact that I really, truly stink. I don't think this is ever coming off. I'm gonna stink like fish heads and moldy pizza for the rest of my sorry life.
So sad. Hey, look, there's a toolbox.
It's a toolbox.
It sure
There's a
is.
sheet of paper in here.
Oh, is there?
It's some kind of requisition form or work order.
Hmm.
The doors are closed. They don't open manually.
How about the screen?
This phone, 099-12090.
What if I look at the right vid phone?
It's an old vid phone. Ancient technology. Visuals are so passé. The screen and camera are both out of order, I think. I haven't spoken with Mom since I left, actually. I should give her a ring.
Sure.
Hello? Hi, Mom? It's April. How are you?
Where are you, sweetheart?
In the city, Mom, you know that.
Yeah.
Why didn't you call? I've been worried sick about you, sweetheart.
Didn't you get my letter?
Yes, and I can't say I understand why.
Well, that was the problem, wasn't it? You didn't understand.
I don't think it was fair of you to be so hard on your father. You hurt him a lot, you know? And I'm not just talking about you pushing him down the stairs.
And what about me? You don't think he hurt me? Were you so blind you didn't see that?
April, you know I can't take sides in this.
Uh-huh.
No. Of course not. Not you. Not ever. Anyway, is Dad doing okay? I mean, after the fall.
He broke his arm and he had to take some time off work. Money short because of that. We had to pull Danny out of school until next semester.
You can't blame me for those things, Mom.
If you hadn't left like you did,
I'd probably be dead now, Mom. I couldn't take it anymore. Please, let's not argue about this now. I just wanted to hear your voice.
Please come home, April. We still love you.
No. Thank you, but no. That's not gonna happen. Listen, I have to go. I'm in the middle of something. Take care, okay?
Okay, sweetheart. I love you.
Yeah, me too, Mom. Bye. It's a thin guy wearing red coveralls. He looks like a repairman. Hiya.
Hello.
Huh? You, an angel from heaven, come to take me away?
What?
No point talking to old Georgie there. Ever since he overdosed on raptures, he ain't been right in the head. I don't ever let him hold the hammer no more either, I'll tell you that.
Huh.
It's a, portly fellow wearing red coveralls. I think he's a repairman. Hi.
What do you want? We're on our lunch break, honey.
Right.
Excuse me. How do I smell?
Smell? Are you coming on to me, honey?
No.
What?
I don't know. Women don't usually come on to me, so I'm just checking. I wouldn't want to miss a come on.
I asked you how I smelled.
Yeah, right. Like, moldy pizza and... is that salmon?
Smoked.
Yeah. And a faint touch of rum?
I had an accident with a bottle inside a garbage container.
Happens to me all the time. You're not alone. In fact, there are meetings downtown every Wednesday night.
Really?
I don't have a drinking problem.
Yeah.
If you can't admit it to yourself, honey, you do. After all, who's the one reeking of rum? Not me, that's for sure. Not today, anyway.
Enjoy your lunch break, guys.
Yeah, enjoy.
With the Sunday overtime we're getting, you betcha, honey.
Right. Exit to the basement.
You can usually tell a crook by his eyes and his foul behavior. Tuvok? Tuvok?
Tuvok?
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh. Alright.
From my extensive knowledge of cop shows, I'd say she's probably the desk sergeant on duty. For some reason, they're always slightly overweight and grumpy.
Huh. Let's talk to him.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Where are the archives?
The archives? You're not an officer of the law, are you?
No, but yes, I am. I'm in training at the academy.
I'm in training at the academy, and I need to get into the archives to study.
Yeah.
You're in training? Uh-huh, sure you are. Then what the hell you doing here? You should be at the academy doing push-ups and learning how to bullshit like a pro.
About the archives.
You're not an officer of the law, are you?
Yes,
Yeah,
I am.
yeah.
If you're a cop, where the hell's your uniform? Your badge? Your standard issue disruptor pistol?
At home. They're all at home.
Exactly.
Then I suggest you get your cute little butt home and get your badge, your uniform, and your gun. Capiche? Now shoo, leave the grown-ups to do the grown-up work, okay?
What?
About the archives.
You're not an officer of the law, are you?
So what if I'm not?
Yeah.
Then you can't go into the back, capiche? Cops only. Besides, half the doors in this building, including that one, are out of order. Nobody's going in, nobody's coming out. And until those overpaid, underworking service guys get off their butts and back to work, that's the way it's gonna stay.
Thanks anyway.
Hey, why aren't you working?
It's me again. Why aren't you guys working?
We're on our contractually bound lunch break.
Right.
Huh. Right. But you're not eating.
We're done eating, sure, but we're still on our break. Clause 16 of the contract, and I quote, improper digestion may prove detrimental to further work-related activities, end quote.
Meaning what?
We're letting the corned beef settle, honey.
Right.
Aren't you supposed to fix the doors?
That's right.
But instead, you're just sitting here.
That's right.
And you're not planning on getting back to work anytime soon?
That's right.
And you're not bothered by this?
That's right.
That's
I could
right.
say anything at all.
That's right.
And you just answer...
That's right.
Well, how's that for productivity? Yeah, that's right.
It'd be real nice.
It'd be so nice if you could fix the doors.
And it would be so nice if you could go away and leave us alone.
Is there anything I can do to make you go back to work?
No, short of emergency, we ain't moving our asses in the foreseeable future.
What constitutes an emergency?
Yeah.
Any event accompanied by a specific work order signed in triplicate.
What kind of work order?
Well, you know.
You know.
About the work order.
Yeah? Which one?
You know, for emergencies.
Yeah, for
You mean the
emergencies.
short-term tactical suspension of union members' benefits requisition form?
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, if you were to produce said requisition with the appropriate signatures, we'd be forced to prematurely suspend our lunch break, for tactical reasons, of course. Thus, allowing our scheduled work to be completed.
Uh-huh.
Don't you just love bureaucracy?
Yeah.
You what?
You what?
Where do I go to get the requisition form?
What form?
The requisition form for the short-term tactical suspension of union member benefits.
Any official office for which we perform services.
Enjoy your lunch break, guys.
Yeah.
With the Sunday overtime we're getting, you betcha, honey.
Enjoy your work break while it lasts. Ma'am, I need a requisition
Excuse
form.
me, ma'am.
You again, what do you want now?
I need the requisition form called Short-Term Tactical Suspension of Union Members' Benefits.
Yeah.
All right, what's the number?
Number?
I need to know the identification number of that form. You know, the 5-digit alphanumerical ID.
Aren't those documents arranged alphabetically?
Yeah, they are, but I still need a number. Capiche?
Thanks anyway.
Hey, what's the 5-digit identification number for that
It's me
form?
again. Enjoy your lunch break, guys.
Aw.
With the Sunday overtime we're getting, you betcha, honey.
Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
You again, what do you want now?
About that
About
form?
that requisition form.
Identification number?
I don't have an identification number. I just know the name of the requisition. It's...
No, can't help you without an ID number. Rules are rules.
I'm sorry, but doesn't this situation strike you as disturbingly Kafkaesque?
Nah, it's more of a Bergmanian pastiche on a Kafkaesque theme. My unwillingness to yield is less a bureaucratic necessity than a petty desire to transfer the burden of my miserable existence onto others.
Right.
Right. What you said. Thanks anyway.
Well. Let's have a look at this one.
Wakamba Mercer Corporate Labor Union, form number 09042. Short-term tactical suspension of union members' benefits. It's a carbon copy of an old work order. There it is.
09042.
09042. That's the number the desk sergeant wanted.
Yeah. I got your number.
Excuse me, ma'am.
You again, what do you want now?
09042.
I need a requisition form number 09042. Short-term tactical suspension of union members' benefits.
Exactly.
Hold on.
09042. Get it. I need that form and I need it signed in triplicate.
Here you go, miss. Union requisition form number 09042.
There we go.
Bokamba Mercer Corporate Labor Union, form number 09042. Short-term tactical suspension of union members' benefits. The work order's blank.
Oh, who am I going to get to sign it?
I better fill out this work order first.
I better fill out the work order first, you know? Just fill it out real quick.
Fix the damn doors. Sign the commish. There.
There. That ought to do it, right?
Now we're set.
What's this?
Oh, just a jolly little requisition entitled Short-Term Tactical Suspension of Union Members' Benefits.
Uh-huh.
Say what? Lady, do you realize what you've just done? You've interrupted our lunch break. This is an official work order. Well, it can't be. Wait. 09042. This isn't 09042-A, is it?
No, just plain old 09042-nothing.
Ha-ha! This being Sunday and all, that petition is useless. On public holidays, you need the extension -A form. Addendum for public holidays. Us being on triple overtime and all.
Uh-huh.
So, we're gonna stay here and enjoy our extended break. Thank you very much. Now go away.
Okay, alright. Ma'am,
Excuse me,
I need
ma'am.
09042-A.
What do you want now?
I'm sorry, but I need the 09042-A requisition form addendum as well.
The what? The 09042-A? Why the hell didn't you ask me for that one in the first place?
Because I'm a cruel bitch and I love torturing you. In fact, I've made it my life's mission to haunt you forever and ever with requests for useless forms and documents.
Hold on. All right, requisition form number 09042-A. And that better be it.
I hope so.
Bocamba Mercer Corporate Labor Union, form number 09042-A. Short-term tactical suspension of union members' benefits. Public holiday addendum.
Alright. Is this good?
Okay, now we're set. I hope.
Why do you keep bothering us? Don't you have anything better to
Nope.
do?
No, absolutely not. This is requisition form number 09042-A, the short-term tactical suspension of union members' benefits requisition form with the public holiday addendum.
Balls. We've been nailed, George. Get your ass off the chair. We're going back to work, thanks to this lovely young lady.
That's right. Get to work.
The panel is open and some wires are hanging out. The doors are closed. They don't open manually. At least they're doing something, even if it's just staring at the panel.
What if I use this fit phone to call that fit phone?
Good to see you up and about, George.
Yeah.
Mister, the plane! The plane!
Uh-huh. Dial it. Hey, pal.
Hey, there's a phone call for you.
Yeah.
For me? Who is it?
I think it might be union business.
Yeah.
Out of my way, lady!
All right.
The panel is open and some wires are hanging out. I can't get to the wires while these guys are working on them. I need to create some kind of distraction. Get them away from the panel. Good to see you up and about, George.
The ants. They're everywhere. There are ants in my pants.
Huh?
is open and some... I can't get to the wires while these guys are working. Wires. One red, one blue.
Uh-huh.
It's a toolbox.
How do I get this guy to leave?
There's a call for you too, sir.
Yeah.
Me? I get no calls ever. Except from my mommy. Is it my mommy?
Yup.
It could very well be your mommy.
Exactly.
Oh. Thanks.
You're welcome.
It's a long shot, but if I try to cross these wires...
Oh.
Voila! I'm so good.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't go back there. It's a restricted area.
I need to distract her. But how?
Yeah, how?
You can usually tell a crook by his eyes and his foul behavior.
Oh, you know what?
Excuse me, ma'am.
You again. What do you want now?
Thanks anyway.
Oh, you know what? I need to look at the
Let's
shelves.
see. What's the most difficult form
Yeah.
The label on that shelf says, reporting indecent or lewd behavior by bingo or BM personnel, number 31366.
Yeah, 31366, yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am.
You again. What do you want now?
I'd like that form for complaining about lewd and indecent behavior, please.
Number?
31366.
Yeah.
Hold on.
31366. That's the one. The perfect crime. All right, we're in. But
Archives.
archives, that's where I gotta get into.
Locker room.
All right, well, we will continue infiltrating the police station next time on The Longest Journey. We managed to gather some information on Arcadia and escape back to Stark here. And we infiltrated the police station. Just gotta break into these archives here, which needs the retina. But like I said, we'll do that next time. And on Wednesday, I'll have a new game to play. And then on Saturday, I would likely be playing some Tile Man. Maybe some Demon Souls. Although, I may also be hanging out with a couple friends on Saturday, although it might get moved to Sunday. We'll see. We'll see. If I will be hanging out on Saturday, then that means less stream time, but we'll get there when we get there. For now, I will see you next mission. Bye-bye.